Sandbar sharks are very affected by changes in water temperatures. When the waters get warmer, they move up the Atlantic coast to spend time in Florida. They generally don't like the surf zone, and they spend most of their time in the deeper waters just off the coast. And so because of that, they're rarely, if ever, associated with attacks on people.
So why are sandbar sharks so close to shore? And what is causing them to attack surfers en masse?
When we have an increase in shark attacks, we want to look closely to see what environmental conditions precipitated all those attacks.
Searching for answers, Dr. Gilmore is traveling to Florida's Indian River Lagoon. Estuaries like this stretch all along Florida's mid-Atlantic coast, including where the attacks occurred. Dr. Gilmore believes something must have changed in the environment to produce this spike in shark attacks.
One of the major sources of habitat for fish in our area, all the way to New Smyrna Beach, are seagrasses. They support the most diverse fauna of fish and invertebrates in this region. The connection between seagrass and sharks is seagrass is the basis of the food chain. It's like the grass in the Great Plains supports the buffalo, the grass here supports the fish. The fish then are eaten by the sharks.
A disruption in this delicately balanced ecosystem could lead sharks to make a change in their feeding habits.
Normally we'd be in seagrass here all the way up to the shoreline over there. We'd be talking about hundreds of thousands of acres of seagrass. As you can see now, there's no seagrass. It's just an open sand bottom. Nothing but sand. So we have a virtual desert here now. This is not going to support all those animals. The loss of seagrass in the estuary causes fish that normally associate with seagrass to move to ocean inlets where the surfers are more abundant. The sharks follow their prey. They're following their food source. Never seen this before, not like this. And it goes for miles and miles and miles. It's a devastating situation.
And what's more devastating, these dangerous conditions could actually have been created by man.
There's a potential that this water was affected by some sort of toxin. People might be putting on their lawns herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, could wash down into this lagoon and kill the seagrass here as well. All of these conditions together produce a perfect situation for shark-human encounters.
It seems the loss of seagrass, a warmer spring, and the early sea turtle migration has drawn predators like sandbar and tiger sharks to feed in the very same waters we use for recreation. And while the spate of attacks in spring and summer 2012 wasn't the work of a rogue shark, perhaps we should be hoping that it was.
A rogue shark is actually a safer idea, because if there's one animal that's responsible for multiple attacks, multiple deaths, you could potentially catch a killer, as opposed to thinking that there's actually an ocean full of these menacing predators that could potentially be responsible for attacks.